my dear friends, of course, most those who are the pillars behind the school, behind the book, and my dear friends. Well, I thank Mr. Al-Ajmi, of course. He's a great source of encouragement and support to me. In fact, I started with him when I arrived here. It was my first function. After my arrival, 2 months of my arrival, we organized a big expo in Kafo, Oman, Kurum Center and the city center. So for that, he was our guest of honor to that function. That was my first function after my arrival. 2 years, 2 months, and now he is gracing the occasion when I am leaving my last function. So my first impression was the best impression. It continues with me till my last days. So thank you very much for your kind presence here, and also he was instrumental to take our 17-member Omani delegation, Chamber of Commerce delegation to Sri Lanka. He was the deputy head of the delegation. So he is a real friend of Sri Lanka. So thank you very much for all your support, Mr. Ali. So you are part of us. Thank you. And having said that, of course, we had a great event yesterday. We launched in the words of the Under Secretary for Diplomatic Affairs. He has tweeted to this morning a book of its kind. That's his word. So on Oman Sri Lanka relations. And so glad to see that the tweet. So I responded to it by tweeting my thanks and gratitude for their support and cooperation. So and after that, I'm getting a lot of calls or messages, basically my WhatsApp, to asking for a copy. So so that with that introduction, of course, the book, of course, you all, as you are all aware, we celebrated the 40th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Sri Lanka and Oman last year on 17th February 2021. So we organized a series of events last year, despite championing the COVID challenges and threats. As a part of that celebration or commemoration, we plan one of our projects to release a special publication to mark this occasion. So that's the product. That's the baby that you're having in your hands. I described as Lakshmi said that it's a baby. Of course, a mother. I have listened to authors used to say, publishing and writing a book is the pain of the publishing and writing a book is that of giving birth to a baby. But of course, after you giving the birth to your newborn, when you see the face of the newborn, so the happiness that you get, so you forget all your pains that you have gone through. So that's the basic, the short and sweet history behind this book. Because we just started, of course, this project some times back. As soon as we started this planning of the 40th anniversary of diplomatic relations, to publish this book as a special publication. And also I entrusted the team, very active team, and they collected a lot of information about the Sri Lankan community in Oman, because I wanted that contribution from our community in Oman, because I was new, and those who I entrusted that to our committee. So that committee has done various interviews and these things, and then they gave me a lot of information, and we took long time to summarize those information, and that is the gist that you got in the book. So I take this opportunity to thank the committee committee on that book for collating that information, which is recorded under the chapter 4 of the book. So that's that contribution. And also we take this opportunity to thank Lanka for designing a wonderful, innovative cover page that was also appreciated by the Undersecretary Assistant. Having said that, those other four chapters, I had to burn midnight oil. It's just 2 months of effort. You won't believe I didn't sleep for 2 weeks. 1 or 2 hours before I did this. So that's how it was done. And especially when I was doing this, the first part of the history, the first part of the book, which is history, when I was digging the history, amazingly, I got many information about Oman, Sri Lanka relations, and in the past, even pre-Christian era. So that, and also I went to the website of the UNESCO. The UNESCO has recorded this information. So I had the authority from UNESCO I was so happy to get that authority to quote in the book. So I have quoted that. So how Oman and Sri Lanka have been linked in the past. So which I could not put everything because the page of the book. So I had to give those information, and for it's unknown to many. So I just thought of putting those information in the first part of the first chapter of the book, because which is new information, even from all that. So when you were kind of digging the history, all came out. So that would be an interesting part for the readers, and as Lakshmi, of course, rightly she was going through that part of, I think you know now what the importance of that part. The second part, of course, second chapter is diplomatic relations. I have recorded whatever the visits and whatever the past work has been done. I have recognized all my predecessor ambassadors who had a great commitment to encourage and enhance bilateral relations, and we can write volumes about them, each and every one of them, if you can write, but that's not my interest, but that's not the focus of the book, because I wanted to focus on the future. That's why you may notice I have devoted so many pages. It itself is a book, can be a book for my chapter 5 of the book, which I have identified 5 sectors which are potential and which can synergize between the two countries. So that was the main objective of the book. So to focus on those areas of 5 sectors. We have also even importantly the community, about the community under chapter 4, because that gives a kind of a very shallow sort of information, because it's whatever the available information we were able to collect, we have mentioned in the book. And also we have identified, we had a problem how to whom we mention in the book. So at the committee level, we decided to take from four communities, from each one community, one person who is the earliest or longest serving member of the community in Oman. So we chose 4 members representing 4 communities in Oman. So that's how maybe there may be others, but we didn't have information, and also the criteria was followed for that, because we know that would be a kind of a sensitive issue, but we had a criteria at the committee level, and we decided on that. And also we have we have given a very brief introduction and information about the establishments, Sri Lankan organizations, Sri Lankan establishments, Sri Lankan, and also the contribution the Sri Lankan community or members of the community made to Oman for the progress of Oman. So we have mentioned all these things, and also because this is to give an idea, because I faced a kind of a situation. When I arrived, there was nothing about those things. So what the establishments, I think there are pieces and everything, but you have to collect and collate and these things. So I had spent wasted a lot of time collating all these kind of information here and there. So I decided from that day we should put it together, everything under one chapter, and then just to give an idea to others who are the organizations and establishments and contributions that were made by the Sri Lankan community. So, and that's why I have been passing through very shallow information on those things, because my objective was not that. I didn't want to dwell in the past. I want to talk about the future. So that's the motive behind me, and also that that's why I have spoken about five identified sectors which have great potential, as through my experience I received. So, those, of course, I should be thankful to those who gave me practical expertise and information from the field to add value to them under those sectors. So I have given authentic information, because I have just referred the sources of information from both sides, official sources of information, so that people can rely on it. To add that information, some practical knowledge, I have given some expert opinions. So those are, of course, very few opinions I have given, but I have given those expertise, the official information under the chapter 4, so that nobody can contest. So that is my main objective. I think among you there are many who contributed. Asham is there, so he contributed under maritime sector. He gave me a very good kind of expertise under that, because he has that expertise. And I got the Sri Lankan Airlines, the country manager is here, so he gave me an input. So, I mean, you may see many experts in the field, they have contributed to the book, so that you can rely on. And also, I should mention Lalan, Damit is here. Damit, we have been working on this huge project on this. Lalan group is going to establish a rubber factory, gloves manufacturing factory in Sohar. And we went together and identified, we saw the land and everything was relocated and waited for the groundbreaking. Damit, you have to tell me when it is. Anyway, I'm leaving, it's up to you now. So he has given me a great kind of experience, opinion. It's an real expert opinion. So these are real things that you can read, or an interested businessman or an interested investor can rely on. So having said that, I get the message that I'm trying to give. We are temporary ambassadors. We come and go for 3 years or 4 years. That's it. You are the permanent ambassadors in each country. So you are the community, you are experience, you are living there. No, yes. So you will be carrying the message in the future. So my target is that I just wanted to give a small roadmap that's why I have focused on that chapter 5. You may carry on whatever you like, or anything is interesting to you, or maybe some area. That will be I will also get benefited from that, because that is my kind of motive behind this. So I may go, but you will be remaining. So please take it from there and try to implement and try to establish more links between Sri Lanka and It's huge potential, untapped potential. As 3 years I felt it, so that I couldn't keep it in my mind, so I put it in the book. So you can, my task, so I'm going day after tomorrow. So this, the baby in your hands, please take it over, and then you may follow it up. And what I wanted to give a kind of, as I said, a roadmap, which I didn't have when I arrived. I didn't have many information, as I told you, about many things. So that I should not give it to my successor, that scenario. So that I wanted to put these things on a paper and black and white. Anyway, it's coincidentally black and white has published the book. So that I have done my part. And I have also referred some success stories that we have achieved during the past 3 years. So that I have talked about the feasibility and also the viability of those initiatives. So there are feasibility, there are viability. Now I have to thank the Oman Chamber of Commerce. They had a 4-day visit. There are 17 members, and the chairman of he was supposed to come, but he texted me. He said he's at the meeting still. His Excellency Riva, he has given me a message. I have quoted him on the back of the cover, and also inside also. He has mentioned the visit was an eye-opener for the Omani business community and private sector in Sri Lanka. So that's the message that I really wanted to give. So having said that, giving the baby in your hands, I will peacefully take off. Please try to implement whatever you may deem fit or you may be interested to promote Sri Lanka-Oman relations. Trade, education, agriculture, fisheries, diplomacy. I mean, if you read the message given by the Foreign Minister of the Sultanate of Oman, His Excellency Sayyid Badr, it's a beautiful message. I sent him a full book. I am so grateful to him. He has given me nice words, and he has called me as an authority of Oman Sri Lanka relations. So I'm so proud of it. So it's coming from a high top diplomat of this country. So I'm so proud of it. So that shows the recognition that of the Sri Lankan, and also he has praised the Sri Lankan community here for their contribution to this country. So we have to we need to sort of take the opportunity of this and then take forward in the future. That's my message, and I'm trying to give it to you. And also you may read my mind in my review of the book, and also the foreword of the book by His Excellency Sayyid Badr, what the intention behind this. So having said that, thank you very much for your kind presence here. I look forward to be in touch with you anytime, wherever we go. Please let us know and be in touch. So I'm there to assist you whatever possible way I can. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to be here today. I'm sorry I really appreciate for inviting me to be here among with a nice gathering. Definitely let me appreciate and give my all the thanks to His Excellency the Ambassador. We have been really working very closely and we had a very nice relation, and we made a lot of things for the both countries. And no doubt that we had a delegation, we made it, and we gone from Oman to Sri Lanka, and it was a very successful gathering, and meeting with the businessmen over there, with the chamber, with officials, and we really look forward to enhance this relation in future. But it is sad that we know that His Excellency is going to leave us very soon, and I will be the first one who is going to be affected with his leaving. But nevertheless, the life is like this. We are meeting, we are apart at some time. But I am sure that His Excellency will be in a very good post in future in his country, Sri Lanka. And our relation will be always continued between both of us. And hope that another ambassador who is going to come, also we are going to be very close to him to enhance the relation between both countries. Thank you very much, and wish you all the best.